Love is such a sensitive topic that very often we ourselves don't realize what it really means. You know, you tell your spouse I love you, you tell your children I love you, you tell your parents I love you, you tell your friends I love you, and at the same time, you also say I love my dog, I love my cat, I love my car, I love my job, uh, I love good food, I love to travel. So we kind of, in many ways, we are a bit confused as to what exactly do you mean by love? What exactly do I mean when I tell my spouse I love you, or I tell my children I love you? What exactly do we mean? I thought I would just sharpen this a little bit according to what I have understood and learned over the years gone by. You see, uh, what it means for you to tell your wife or your husband that I love you, it means that you are actually making the effort to try to understand how your wife or your husband or your son or your daughter, how are they structured to receive love. I think that is such a crucial aspect in the way that you love people. So when you say you love your spouse, or you say you love your wife, or you love your children, I think it is very important for you to take the effort to find out how are they structured to receive love. Because if you don't understand how they are structured to receive love, or how they would want to receive love, or how they would have liked to receive love, you will keep giving them love according to your understanding, and they might feel that they are not being loved. Have you ever heard your spouse ever telling you, I don't think that you love me anymore? And you say, no, of course I love you, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And they say, no, but I don't feel your love. Have you heard that? It's because the way you are loving them is not necessarily the way they are created to receive love and to want love. So the most important thing for you to understand is, how is my wife or how is my husband structured in a way that they would want to receive love and they would like to receive love. You have to make that effort to find that out. And I have realized that there are three different ways people want to receive love, excuse me, or people like to receive love. Okay, the first way is the auditory love, which means a love which they want to hear. You know, maybe your spouse is a person who wants to hear words of love, wants to hear those words of affection, those words of affirmation, the words of motivation. They like to hear they being addressed with certain adjectives, like maybe your spouse would like to be called maybe darling or sweetheart or honey or whatever. That is the way they want to receive love. They are more auditory. They like to hear, they receive, and they want love by what they hear and how they hear. Maybe it is sometimes your children. Your children want love in a way that is audible. They want to hear those words of love. So that's one way where people like to and want to receive love. The second way that people like to or want to receive love is kinesthetic way, which means they like the touch, they like the feel, they like the hug, they like the tap on your shoulder. That is the way that they want to receive love. For them to receive love means to sit down with them and hug them or talk to them or to touch them or to give them a kiss. Maybe it's your child who wants a hug. Maybe it's your wife or your husband who wants a hug. Their way of receiving love is the kinesthetic way. They want the feel, they want the touch, they want the physical touch of love that makes them feel loved. And the third way people want to receive love is through visions, visionary love. They like to see things. They like to go and explore. They like to talk about future. They like to talk about, maybe your wife or your husband wants to talk about how you're going to build a house, how you're going to take care of the children, which school are they going to go. They like to think vision. Maybe your child is a person who likes to talk about what he's going to do when he grows up. What is his vision? What is his plan? What is his desire? What is his longing? And when you sit and talk to your child about what he thinks he wants to become, that is the way he wants to receive love. So there are three ways people want to receive love. Auditory, through words, kinesthetic, through touch, And third is visionary. Have you noticed sometimes, when you have an argument with your spouse, and maybe the wife will say, you're just not willing to see what I'm trying to tell you. You see the word see? Visionary love. Sometimes your spouse will say, you're just not hearing what I'm trying to tell you. She wants to be heard, or he wants to be heard. That's the way they receive love. Observe, make an effort. To love somebody is an effort that you make. You need to make an effort to find out, how does your wife or your husband or your parent or your child, how do they want to receive love? How would they like to receive love? And you need to love them according to that. So I hope this has been helpful to you, and have a loving day. Make an effort to find out, how do the people who matter to you want to receive love and like to receive love, and give them the love that they want, that they like. Don't just give them the love that you think they want or you think they like. Ask them, question them, observe what are the words, how do they receive love, and that way you're going to have a loving relationship with the people around you. Good day, and wish you well.